In today's video, I'm going to talk with you about the triple P threat. This is my method to helping you as a hybrid publisher package your packages, your prices, as well as your products for your business. Hey guys, I'm Sharlrita Deloatch, your digital publishing bestie and senior publisher at BWE Publishing and Consultant. And I love to talk all these things about publishing, especially this hybrid publishing business model, because that's where I got my start. Okay. Now, the concept of the triple P method and how it has helped me grow my hybrid publishing business is all about making sure that you understand as a publisher, you need products in your business, you need packaging in your business, and you need to ensure that you have the correct pricing for your business. Now, when I say products, this can mean basically physical products. Even as a publisher, you want to have books, not just your clients' books, but your actual company books. I told this to my client. I said, we're helping her to build her publishing business. I told the first book that she definitely wants to publish is a book that is produced by her company and is authored by her company. So where you have the author's name, instead of having her name, I told her she needs to have one through her company. In my last video, I talked about even networking. I talked about networking when you're going out networking, instead of having a business card, to have a book. Well, that book can be one of your products. So that product is essentially doing two things. It's helping you to bring leads in your publishing company business. And that book is also showcasing that you are a publisher and is showcasing your work. Not only do you want to have products in your business, you want to have publishing packages. All right. So I started off with publishing packages, no more than three publishing packages. Okay. So, because if you go beyond three, it's a lot. Okay. So start off with 1 to 3 publishing packages where you can offer different services within those packages. So I'm going to show you some examples as well to kind of give you some idea on how to go with your packaging as well. Okay. Now, you got to make sure that you understand your pricing. I talk a lot about pricing all the time as a hybrid publisher, because in the very beginning, I did not charge for the value that I should have been charging. I was charging with the mindset that it was just me doing the work. You don't want to have that mindset. You got to shift that. So you got to shift from thinking as a service provider that's doing all of the work to an actual CEO. And that does take a big shift, because that means you are not only the person that's marketing your publishing company. You're probably out meeting people, but you definitely want to have a team, which it does not take a whole lot of money up front to have a team. It takes really little to no money to have a team. That's why having a team is very important, because when you have a team that's helping you, you can charge the value of your packages, and you can also make sure that you make profit as well. Now, when it comes to selecting products for your hybrid publishing business, you want to think about books, you want to think about digital services and consultant as well. So you want to make sure that your products are aligned with your ideal client's needs and what they're willing to pay for. You are a publishing company. You're essentially taking your publishing company's process, how you publish books, and you can repurpose those into courses. You can repurpose them into books. You can repurpose them into guides as well. In the Profit Publishing Secrets course, I had a class, and there was a master class that I did called Multiply Your Profits. And in that master class, I shared how publishers should make sure that you're making multiple streams of income in your publishing business. So a part of that is that you want to not only have your publishing packages, but you want to have other ways in which your customer can get what they need, or they can get their problem solved. Because to be honest, every person that comes to you that wants publishing from your company may not be able to afford your services. And that's the truth. So if they cannot afford the services, you want to at least have some other ways in which they can still get their book published, maybe maybe at a lower price. With this is without you sacrificing your publishing packages and and lowballing yourself. Now, here's some packaging strategies that I want you to think about. I want you to make sure that your packages, all of your packages, should definitely include some editing, formatting, book cover design, and that's like the basis. So if you have three packages, maybe your first package is just the basis, is making sure they have the editing. And in the courses where I go over the different types of editing, because there are different types of editing, you're gonna the different is different charges for editing. So someone that edits your client's books that just does proofreading is not going to charge as much as someone that's doing developmental editing, okay, or what we call line substantial editing. Okay, I do believe that all three of your packages, if you have three, should have line substantial editing. All right, and maybe your last package can include proofreading, which is another level of editing. It's like the last level of editing that you want to have. Okay, so think about that, and you'll be able to play around with your packaging if you get inside the course, because I'm gonna be honest, it's not going to be like cutthroat, meaning it's not going to be laid in stone. When you first get started, you're going to find yourself changing things up as you get clients in, and based on your clients' needs, you may find that your clients need more editing. So that means you may need to include in your packaging up to 2 to 3 rounds of editing. So if you're finding that you are attracting clients that need a lot of extensive editing, then you're going to have to adjust your packaging. Okay. But at the very least, all of your packaging should include editing, formatting, book cover design at the least. If you want to include marketing, because you don't necessarily have to include marketing, I suggest you include that in the last package. And inside the course, I give you some hidden secrets and some things that I've used in the past, some tools that I use, and even now leveraging AI to help you with the marketing for your clients' books. Now let's talk about pricing. Okay, let's talk about pricing. You got to make sure with your pricing that you have a perceived value for your pricing. You're going to the way you'll look at things. So, like for example, Walmart has always been known for their low pricing. Okay, so they are much lower than others. It doesn't necessarily mean that their products are less. It just means they're a little bit more lower than others. Okay, now with your pricing, you definitely want to have a what they're getting, a perceived value. So what's the value of this package? So you can have a $5,000 package. That's the value. That's the value. However, you are charging a lesser price. Okay. And then you can even go into details as if they selected a payment plan. So you'll have a payment plan. This is how much they will pay today. So that's the psychology around pricing in your business. You want to have the perceived value, what the value of the package is. You're not charging for that value, but you're instead charging this. Okay. So maybe you have a $5,000 package. That's the value, but you're only charging $29.99. Okay. I share with you in the course the psychology around that and how you can make sure that you're still maximizing your money and that you're getting profit from your packages. Okay, so pricing is definitely important. It's the like one of the most important things as a hybrid publisher, because if you're not pricing correctly, you're not going to be able to profit. And if you don't profit, you're going to be upset. You're not going to want to do this anymore. So you definitely will want to profit from your company. Now, how do you stand out in a crowded market? Because there are a lot of hybrid publishing companies out there. You do a simple Google search, you will find them. So even if you're getting into this business, you have to do market research to see what's out there. And we're going to do that here as well, because I definitely want to give you some real life examples of some hybrid publishing companies. Now, you want to make sure that, of course, pricing doesn't always mean that you're going to stand out. It can be something as simple as, for example, when I first started my publishing company, it wasn't BWE publishing and consultant, it was Boss Woman Elite Publishing. And what I did initially, my company was geared towards women speakers. So it was women who were speakers who wanted to write and publish a book, women that desire to speak. So, of course, one of my packaging, what I think was my last package, was included like a speaker course. So, as they write their book and then they want to learn how to market themselves as a speaker, that's a way to stand out. So, you're not just saying, hey, I want to help you to publish a book, but you're going to the next level by incorporating speaking. Okay, so that's a great idea for someone that when I do a search on the internet, it's called your UVP. You want to have a unique value proposition. So you want to be unique in your publishing company. And that's what I teach my clients. It's not just standing up and say, okay, I have a publishing company, but what makes you stand out? Because it is crowded. Okay. Crowded is a good thing and a bad thing. Is crowded can definitely mean that people are buying. So there are hybrid publishers out there, meaning people believe in hybrid publishers and they are spending money with hybrid publishers. Another thing that it could be a bad thing is that there are a lot of them. So that means you're going to have to get a little bit more creative and standing out. And that could mean that you can stand out from the crowd with the type of audience that you are geared towards. Maybe your publishing company is only for lawyers. Okay, so maybe your publishing company, you publish for lawyers. Maybe you publish for, like I said, for speakers is another one. Maybe you just publish for coaches. So that means that when it comes to the marketing, a person that's a lawyer may be different marketing their book than someone that is a coach. So see what I mean? You want to definitely stand out, and marketing is going to be that place for you to be able to do that. All right, so let's take a look at some real life examples of some hybrid publishing companies. Okay, here's one that I came upon. It's called Atmosphere Press. Okay, they are a hybrid publishing company, and this is what I want you to look for with these companies: is not to come in here and copy what they are doing, but I want you to look to see, just get some key points, especially on their website. Like, what are the things that they have on their website? They have been in business since 2015, so they've been in business for a very long time. I also want you to look at their process. Okay, every publisher, I'm showing you three of them, so every publisher has a few key things. Okay, of course they have who they're about. If you have a team, you can display your team here if you desire to. You don't necessarily have to, but I love that they display their team. Okay, if it's just you and assistant, just put that it's you and assistant. You don't have to have this full-on team like they do, but they have been in business for a very long time. So as you can see, they have a full-on team. Okay, so if you don't have that yet, that's okay. Okay, that is quite okay. So I want you to look at their process. So they do have a process. Now they don't have theirs written out. Oh yeah, they do, because I saw a video. So here's the first thing. Way one, you can watch the process video from the founder. So the founder is Nick Courtwright. He's the founder. You can review their publishing timeline. So they have theirs in writing. So you can click right here and you can review the publishing timeline. Okay, so this is a great touch. This lets your customer know what's going to be happening. All right, so if you let people know what's going to be happening, then that's a great thing. The third way is you can read 8 steps of an awesome author journey. See how they have a book. Okay, see how they have a book. That's a way that you can get people in the door too, through a book. Now, they didn't do this exactly like I was saying. This is actually by let me see, another author. Let me see if I can click on it. Okay, so it looks like, I don't know if she is their author. Terry M. Brown. Building a book is a step-by-step process. So maybe her book goes through that. That's kind of unclear, but it still does give a, what to expect, okay, when working with them. So that's another thing that I want you to look at. Now, one of the things you will find is that a lot of what you call it, the hybrid publishers do not have their pricing, on their website. So don't be alarmed if you don't see that. Okay. If you don't see their pricing, then don't be alarmed. But here, they actually have a page where you can submit your payment. Okay. So they have a page where you can submit your payment, which I'm going to go over here. I saw that they have their publishing packages. Okay. And I want you to look at these packages and let you know these are not cheap and they're not supposed to be. And this is what I mean, that you do not want to charge low pricing. Okay. So luckily they have theirs here. Like their essential package is 3 installments of 1900. So you do 3 times 1900. Their lowest package is $5,700. Okay. So I want you to take a look of that pricing. It is not, publishing is not cheap, and it's not supposed to be cheap. It's not supposed to be $1,000. Okay. And sometimes not even $2,000. It's supposed to be, especially if you have a package, it's supposed to be at a profitable price. Okay. So this is a great example. And as you can see, this is what comes in this package. Okay. Then their premium is 3 payments of 2,900 times 3. That's $8,700. And then their flagship one is 3,900 times 3. I think that's $11,000. 11,000 times 3. Okay, that's 11,700. Okay. So take a look at what they have and understand, as a hybrid publisher, you're not supposed to be the cheapest. Okay. You're not supposed to, because you got to think bigger. You have a team. You have to profit as a CEO. The book has to get done in a professional way. Okay. Now look at their process. What you do is you submit your manuscript in order to be considered. Okay. This is how you start working with them. You can submit your manuscript to be considered, and these are the questions. You have to actually submit a manuscript. Okay. So that's one way that you can do that. And they let you know if your manuscript has been accepted for publication. Select the drop down menu amount that suits you. If you've been given a special investment amount not listed here, select choose your own partial payment, and you just click there, and then you add to cart and you make your payment. Okay. So that's how they do theirs. That's their process. Okay. Now here's another one's called Fulton Books. I looked through theirs. I didn't see their packaging here. So we don't have anything to go by here with their packaging, but looks like they just have a 1-page website, which is nothing wrong with this. Okay. You may start off with just a 1-page website. They do have a 1-800 number in the course. I'll show you where to get your very affordable 1-800 numbers. My company has a 1-800 number as well. You do want to have that perceived professionalism. So having a 1-800 number does help you to stand out. So become a published author. You input your information here, put your state, put where your book is ready, and get your free writer's guide. So once you do that, here's their process. All right. Between them and them, they both have a process. So your first step is to call. You either call them or you fill out a short form for a free author information kit. So see, they have two processes, or two options for their process. You need to call them. Their numbers right here. That's why they have it big up here. Or you fill out the short form. Fill out that short form right there. And then after that, you're going to submit your manuscript for review. Okay. They review your manuscript. If they decide that your book is a great fit, then you will be assigned a personal publishing assistant. This is why you cannot charge low prices, because it's not just one person running this company. You actually get a personal publishing assistant. So that means they're paying somebody, and you can't pay anybody if you're not charging enough. Your PPA will be with you from start to finish and guide you through the publishing company process and answer your questions. We take care of everything from editorial review, illustration, cover design, ebook creation, ISBN number assignment, print and distribution. You should know Better Business Group Bureau rating is an A+ because we take care of our authors from beginning to end with excellent service and quality of work. Once your print and ebook is distributed and sells everywhere, Fulton will write and distribute a press release announcing its launch. Okay, so there you go. There's their process. They just have a one-page website. Okay, here's another one. Page Publishing. Page Publishing. They have the same. They got a 1-800 number up here. I didn't see that this one had a number. So they don't have a number there, but it's good that you do. So they have a 1-800 number there. You can fill out the information to start publishing your book. Here's their process. The easy steps to get your book published. You submit your manuscript. So they review manuscript submissions for free, get approved, all right? Get accepted, meet your publishing coordinator. They handle the details, and then you're published. So this is their simple steps. This is their simple step. So you can't book a call. Okay. Now, if you, I would suggest, this is my suggestion, as a new hybrid publisher, you don't want to operate this way. You do want to book calls with people, and I go over that in the course. Here's why: because as a new hybrid publisher, you got to figure out, okay, do I want to keep doing this like this? Booking the calls also allows you to ask questions to your potential client to get, where people are, and just see who you are attracting to your company. Okay. So you want to definitely start off with calls, but you don't have to continue. And all three of these companies pretty much do it the same. You have to submit your work to them, and I don't blame you. Okay. I don't blame them for doing that as well. Okay. Now, I would be reluctant if I didn't at least pull up my own here and to let you take a look. What my process looks a lot more different. And at the time it is recording, I won't be able to show any type of pricing right now, but I don't do packages. I just have a la carte services. So if you just want to come to us to get your book cover design, we'll do that. If you just want some editing, we'll do that. If you just want some formatting, we'll do that. So we don't have packages. Okay. Like these companies have packages. We do not. Okay. But we do have a process. So we do have a process. You'll explore our services. So you'll look at the services that we have. You choose the services that you want. You fill out the contact form. Once you've decided on your services, fill out that contact form, and then you'll get contacted from our 1-800 number right there, and we'll discuss your pricing. You get a proposal, so you'll receive a proposal, and then you'll get access to your Trello board and Google folder. So ours is a little bit more different. Okay, so you can kind of operate it however you want. It just depends on what I like. A la carte services better, and that's for me personally. I've been doing this for a long time. I like a la carte services better because I'd rather just do the one. If you want me to do one or two things and get out of your hair, some people want the full on, services with the team and all the good things, but I know we just do the a la carte services here. Okay. So here's our form. You just fill out the form right here. You let us know what you desire and that good stuff, and you submit, and then we'll give you a call. So there are several ways that you can do this. And as you go through the course, if you decide to get into this business and go through the course, you will find me go over these things, just some different ways that you can set up your business. But I use a simple Canva website to design this. And I think it took me about a good hour or so to get this done. Okay. So it doesn't have to be like this just yet. They've been in business for a long time. It can be a one pager like this, okay? Or it can be, I think they have several pages. Looks like they just have a one pager as well. So it doesn't have to be all over the place. Okay. All right. So let me know what you think. I appreciate you looking at this video and subscribing to the YouTube channel. I love to talk about not just hybrid publishing, but creating multiple streams of income in digital publishing, period. So your subscription means a lot to me, and go ahead and like this video. Leave me a comment too to let me know what you think. If you're interested in starting your your hybrid publishing business, I have a course called the Profit Publishing Secrets course. You're going to learn how to start and grow your own hybrid publishing business. I take you step by step. This is an on-demand course, meaning you can do this as fast as you want, as slow as you want. You can do it on your time. You work a 9 to 5. You can do this while working your 9 to 5. You're building your business. The great thing about this course, it takes you step by step. So that means you have to go step by step. I will say that you want to go step by step in the course. It is a total of 13 videos in there, and then the videos are more about 30 to 45 minutes per video, but you definitely want to go step by step because you know it, the way I teach it is step by step. So you can get that for a one-time price of just $4.97, or if you want to do a payment plan, there's a payment option there. I'm gonna take you to the page over here. I actually partnered with my friend Grace. She has a publishing business academy, and inside the academy, she's offering all things about publishing. Okay, so there's so many different aspects that you can get in publishing. Will make profit for publishing, and starting your own hybrid publishing business is one of them. So you're going to go on this page right here. You can look at the video from Grace, and then everything that is included in what I cover inside of this course. Okay. So again, if you have any questions, please let me know inside the comments. And I really appreciate you for viewing today's video. I see you in the next video.